Blog Talk Radio.
Stevie B's media production is a part of the Shellcaster Network.
Stevie B Media Production presents Acappella Gospel Music Blast with your host, Stevie B. Playing your favorite acappella music from the world's greatest acappella artists. Sit back, relax, and listen to the sweet sound of voices. We're flying at 30,000 feet, and you're riding with Stevie B. Stevie B is on the radio. You can call into the live show, 713-955-0508, or email us, butlersteve1009@yahoo.com. Contact us. Let us know who's riding with Stevie B on the blast tonight. This is the Acappella Gospel Music Blast, and you're listening to Stevie B.
This radio show is the 2018 nominee for the NACAMA, the National Academy Christian Acapella Music Artist Award. This radio show is being broadcast from Stevie B Media Production at the Carolina Studio in the great state of North Carolina. This is Stevie B, and I'm the blaster master of acapella gospel music. And according to the late Yvonne, the General Connor from Dayton, Ohio, she says Stevie B is the hardest working Christian DJ in the world today. May the good Lord have mercy on her soul. That was my dear sister right there. And I have a recent quote from an interview with Issei's Jesse Murrah from Straight Company from Louisville, Kentucky. We had him on the show as producer of Divine Experience out of Tampa, Florida, with the lead vocalist Brandon P.K. Smith from Tampa, Florida. Issei said, now I really appreciate this quote from Issei. He said, my radio voice, my energy, my creativity is refreshing, and nobody does it better because nobody's going to outwork me. I really appreciate it. And I have a quote from Brian Malone. He was on the broadcast a few weeks ago from Commit Acapella Chorus. He's the director for Commit Acapella Chorus out of Rogersville, Alabama. He said, Stevie B is the hardest working man on the radio. That's what they said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they said. And my dear brother Thurman Meadows out of Temple, Texas, he was on the broadcast. He said Stevie B is the hardest working man in acapella Christian music. And I also have a recent quote from the late Irvin C. Jackson. We just lost Irvin here on last month. He was from Wesley Chapel, Florida. He was on the broadcast debuting his new music. And I just did a video on Facebook Live here a few minutes ago before I came on the air talking about Irvin C. Jackson, because tonight is the fourth Friday of the month. And for the last few months, we've been having Irvin C. Jackson fill that slot for us. He would come on the show every fourth Friday of the month, and he would debut his new music that he was producing. So we're definitely going to miss Irvin C. Jackson from Wesley Chapel, Florida. But this is the quote that he said. He said, Stevie B is the greatest and the hardest working man. He said, I considered you to be the lighthouse of acapella gospel music. I really do appreciate that quote from Irvin C. Jackson, the late Irvin C. Jackson. We're going to miss him. And I also have a quote from Mr. Ooh-wee himself, Dorian Paul out of Houston, Texas. He's been on the show a couple of times. He says, Stevie B, we need you, Doc. We need you. Don't you go nowhere, because we need you. That's what he said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they said. And I also have a quote from my dear brother, Jeremy Roberts from Ayette, Virginia. We interviewed Jeremy. Actually, Jeremy's been on the show a few times here. He said, Stevie B is the hardest working man on the radio, period. That's what he said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they said. And my dear brother Anthony Blunt. He's the radio host for the Gospel Train that airs on Sunday morning on 94.7 FM, WWBC 1510 AM in Rockledge, Florida. I like saying that. He said the same thing during our interview on his radio show. So it must be some truth to it. And I have a recent quote from Kenneth Ray. He sings, he's one of the vocalists for Made New Acappella Ensemble out of Louisville, Kentucky. He was on the show a few weeks ago, and he said Stevie B is the hardest working brother in acapella music on the ones and twos. That's what they said, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you what they said. And my last quote that I have from my dear brother Ali Ezel from Fayetteville, North Carolina. He said Stevie B is the mouth of acapella gospel music.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
All right, let me get this big iron bird on up off the ground. I rubbed my two little coins together and bought me an airplane. Our altitude of 30,000 feet. That's what we're going to be flying tonight on this Friday night. 30,000 feet. But you can't be the blaster master if you're not dropping any bombs on your radio show. I said boom, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking back Friday nights for the Lord. Oh, yes, we are. For the next 2 hours, I want to play some of your favorite acapella gospel music songs from such artists as Straight Company, Dorian Paul, Committed Acapella Chorus, and many, many more. I want to hear from our listeners tonight. You can give me a call to the live show. I'll be glad to holler at you at 713-955-0508. Or you can send your emails to my new email address, butlersteve1009 at yahoo.com, and let me know who's riding with me on the blast tonight. That's right. It's Friday night, and Stevie B is playing acapella gospel music. So turn up your spiritual ear.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
At the bottom of the hour, I'll be featuring my song of the week. I want to feature a song and tell you a little bit about the artist, and this song will get 2 plays on the show tonight. We're also dedicating this feature to my dear sister and friend, the late Linda Dilly from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We want to keep her memory alive on this radio show. And we'll also be featuring on the broadcast my funny bones. You know I love those comedians because laughter is good for the soul. We'll be featuring 2 comedians on the show tonight. And also during the broadcast, we'll be featuring my shout-outs. Now, these are just some people I've been in contact with here on social media and people I've been meeting in my local area here right outside of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, who are listening to this radio show, and they just love acapella gospel music. I've actually been meeting people who've never even heard acapella gospel music, so it's just a thrill for me just to be able to introduce them to this great music that we get to enjoy here on the blast on a Friday night. So I just want to show them some love and just let them know how much I appreciate their love and support for this radio show. Also, I have a new feature on the broadcast called my monthly triple spin. And for the month of February, I'll be featuring Shance from San Francisco, California. We have 3 of her singles that we'll be playing for every show for the month of February, with the exception of my top 20 countdown show that I did on last Friday night. And also have a feature called my 0100s, and I'll be dedicating this feature to my dear sister and friend, the late Wanda General Connor from Dayton, Ohio. She said, Stevie B, you got to play something for the old folk. So I considered what she said, and of course she was right. So I came up with the feature of my old 100s, and the general was here with me from the beginning, so I just had to dedicate this feature to her, just to keep her memory alive on this show as well. So you got Stevie B loose in the booth on the ones and twos. So let's get into the music, the sweet sounds of voices.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Before we go into our show tonight, I have some upcoming events I want to make you aware of. On March the 4th, that'll be on next Friday night, Lord willing, my special guest in the Story Glory segment will be Seaburn Branch out of Coldwater, Mississippi. Looking forward to having Seaburn on the broadcast. And then on March the 11th, my special guest will be the comedian Tim Pridgen. He's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting to interview comedians on the broadcast because I've been featuring comedians on this show since 2016, since we came on the air. So I just thought it was a good idea. I was talking to one of my sponsors, Melvin Jackson, and we just thought it was a good idea to start bringing comedians on the show to interview them as well as the artists, since we are featuring them on this broadcast. So that's what we're going to be doing for the year 2022. And then on April the 1st, my special guest in the Story Glory segment will be Brothers with Soul from Phoenix, Arizona. And we have another comedian coming up on April the 22nd as well. So that's all I'm going to say about my upcoming events, because the list is, my calendar is starting to get booked up here, so I'm not going to go through all of that on the show tonight. All right, so who's on the playlist tonight?
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
I have some new singles from Kenya Shelley and also from Anissa Rebels out of Memphis, Tennessee. I think Kenya Shelley's out of Clovis, California. And Anthony Tony Carter out of Chi-Town, Chicago, Illinois. Southside Singers and Committee Acappella Chorus out of Rogersville, Alabama. Straight Cup down in Louisville, Kentucky. Terry Moore Mays out of Moreno Valley, California. And many, many more.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Enjoy the ride, ladies and gentlemen, on the blast tonight. Stevie B is on the air.
You're in the mix with Stevie B, the blaster master of Acappella Gospel Music.
To kick off the show, I have a double play coming your way. Kenya Shelley from Clovis, California. She has a new single entitled "Just Let Go," and this, and I also have Kenya scheduled for the broadcast on May the 13th. Looking forward to having her on the broadcast, and also this song features Nuff Said, aka KOC, on the rap lyrics on this song, and also in some of the verses are Shante Clark. She's on the second verse, and this single was dropped on the 4th of this month. So she just released this single. And this song was produced by Cornell Clark. He was on the broadcast a few weeks ago from San Bernardino, California. And that'll be followed by my man, Chris Turner, at his single, Grandma's House. This is the title track of his album, Grandma's House. Enjoy this double play, Kenya Shelley and Chris Turner. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Just let go and let God. Just let go and let God. Just let go and let God. She'll show you. Just let go and let God. Just let go and let God. Just let go and let God. She'll show you.
Let go and let him lead you. Thinking you should find he can feed you. Fighting all these demons, he the only one that's gonna believe you. Yeah, I really wanna let go. Should've rolled with you from the get-go. I need help trying to let him know. I need help trying to get my flow. Screwface got two faces, so my soul split in two places. Fighting each other like two races. Got enough sin for two graces. God tell me what I don't know. Either don't care or they don't show. Satan got me in a chokehold, so I probably need to let go.
Just let go and let
From you, Lord, just to help me to believe in. I keep fighting all these battles, but they all belong to you. What do I do? Help me through. Get to you. Hey, let go, let God, I'm about to. I was about to sing right before I found you. Looking at this pit, Mary, I said not you. Then I realized that I can't live without you. It's painful without you. I can't go without you. I let go cause I got you. I'm so thankful about you.
Just let go.
Let go.
And let God.
And let God.
Just let go.
Just let go.
And let God.
And let God. Just let go.
And let God.
He'll show you. I guarantee he'll show you.
Just let go. Let go. And let God. Let go. Just let go. Let go. And let God. Let God. Just let go. Put your faith in Him. Let God. Let God. Show you. Guide you.
No, if it was my grandma's touch or my grandma's mind, you know maybe you really were brought up in my grandma's time. But I sure wish I could go back to those days and times. Now, I don't know if it was my grandma's touch or my grandma's smile. You know maybe because I was looking through a little boy's eyes, but I sure thought things were better than they seem to be now. How in the world? How, Lord? Again, I'd like to see love, respect, and dignity in our society. Has the whole world gone crazy? Things of the past, like youthful innocence. If only my eyes could see things that my young heart believes. Now we see too much when we're much too young. 12 years old and you wanna be full grown. That will make my grandma down at grandma's touch. Grandma's mind, you know maybe the way in my grandma's time. But I sure wish I could go back to those days and times. Now, I don't know if it was my grandma's touch or my grandma's smile. You know maybe because I was looking into a little boy's eyes, but I sure thought things were better than they seem to be now. How in the world? How? Sunday go to meeting close. She wouldn't let us play it though. Something special about that day, and we had other clothes to play in. They sang down by the river and give me my flowers down through the year. Easter speech learning day, and in school we could even pray. What we're witnessing now is a low-down shame. I saw it on the news just the other day. Did you let that child stay on? I should have sent my big mama down there. Well, baby, in my grandma's time. But I sure wish I could go back to those days and times. Down. Maybe we're too busy, or got other priorities, and need the children to be raised in the streets by show blow and whatever Joe says so. I know it's impossible to change time, but I do believe we can change our mind. Remember the lesson Grandma taught us. Yeah, Grandma maybe Grandma smiled. Could have been I was looking into a little boy's eyes, but I sure thought things were better than they seem to be now. How? Well, all the grandmas gone. Need 'em in our home. Things that she taught me now. So fascinating story.
I want to give a shout out to Bridget Harrington. She works at the VA hospital here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She lives in Rayford, North Carolina. Bridget Harrington, Stevie B, wants to give you a shout out. I told you I wasn't going to forget about you.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
This is Orlando Tisdale, a.k.a. Mookie, and you are listening to me on Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hello out there. This is Janice Emerson, Nashville, Tennessee, former directress of Praise Unlimited. If you want to hear the latest and you want to hear the greatest, keep your station locked in to Stevie B.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey, this is John Poo Malone, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up next, I got a double play coming your way. My man Steve Adams out of Houston, Texas, his single So Glad He Loved Me from his 2018 album Music from Monday through Saturday. And we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode number 84. And also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That's episode number 22 under my recorded version episodes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not had a chance to hear my recorded version shows, what that is I did the live show all over again. It's the same show. I used the same playlist, but I just took my voice out of the show. Some people say that's a blessing. I don't know, but that's just what they say. And the music is in beta hi-fi, beta high fidelity, and the sound quality is excellent. So you're going to love what you're hearing under my recorded version shows. And also, Steve was the recipient for the 2018 NACAMA, National Academy Christian Acappella Music Artist Award, Artist of the Year. So you're going to love this song by Steve Adams. And this whole album, if you hadn't had a chance to hear it. And that'll be followed by Terry Moore Mays out of Moreno Valley, California. She has a new single entitled Beyond Now. Now, this song was written by Thurman Metters out of Temple, Texas, and produced by Cornell Clark out of San Bernardino, California. Enjoy my double play, Steve Adams and Terry Moore Mays. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
I hate to think of where I'd be if Jesus didn't love me so. Yeah. See, by his blood I've been redeemed and his blessings overflow. Oh yeah. Jesus loves me. This I know. For the Bible tells me I'm so glad he loves me. Yeah. I'm so glad he loves me. Oh yeah. I'm so glad he loves me. love, y'all. And because of him, I don't worry about no trouble, 'cause I'm busy, 'cause my blessing's so good. Is there anybody else? I don't worry about no trouble, 'cause I'm busy, 'cause my blessing's so good. Will you say that with me? I don't worry about no trouble, 'cause I'm busy, 'cause my blessing's so good. Come on, sing that with me. I don't worry about no trouble, 'cause I'm busy, 'cause my blessing's so good. Hey, now somebody say, oh, I don't worry about no trouble, 'cause I'm busy, 'cause my blessing's so good. Say it again, say, let the faithful say, I don't worry about no trouble, 'cause I'm busy, 'cause my blessing's so good. Yeah, he's so good to me. I don't worry about no trouble, 'cause I'm busy, 'cause my blessing's so good. He loves me, he loves me, he loves me. I don't worry about no trouble, 'cause I'm busy, 'cause my blessing's so good. You and I, he's so good, he's so good, so good. I'm so glad he loves me.
Plans to prosper you and not to harm you.
give a shout out to Chris Covington. He lives here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but he grew up in High Point, my hometown. I found that out yesterday. Chris Covington, Stevie B, wants to give you a shout out.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hi, my name is Vonda Waller from the Columbus, Georgia area. You're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey, this is Tony Carter from the Chicagoland area, and if you are looking for God to give you a song to sing like Jesus, then you tuned into the right place. You're listening to Stevie B on the Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey, this is John Poo Malone, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B.
Hey.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
We are dedicating this feature to my dear sister and friend, Linda Dilly, the late Linda Dilly from Tulsa, Oklahoma. She was a member of my staff here at Stevie B's Media Productions from the year 2016 to June of 2021 last year. She wrote all of the questions for the artists that we interviewed here on this broadcast, and we just want to keep her memory alive on this radio show.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
This week we are featuring a cappella vocal band from Nashville, Tennessee. I have a single from their 1990 album, Song of My Soul. You're going to love this single, The Victim. Enjoy my Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Many criminals and one crime, one verdict, do some time, and I said one ruling to each one victim known as the Son of God, Jesus, Emmanuel, became a man to pay my bail, and I said the Prince of Peace and the King of Kings, he taught me how to stop doing those things. He came to me in my cage. He came in love in the midst of my rage, and I said he opened up the door to my cell and gained a victory over the gates of hell. And I said, God, Jesus, Emmanuel, became a man to pay my bail, and I said the Prince of Peace and the King of Kings, he taught me how to stop doing those things. Glory, glory, Jesus, you lose the chains from me. When you died upon the cross, the wage of sin was then made free. Oh, you've taken the torture and the punishment that was mine, and you became the victim of my crime. The Son of God, Jesus, Emmanuel, became a man to pay my bail, and I said, the Prince of Peace and the King of Kings, he taught me how to stop doing those things. He taught me how to stop doing those things. He taught me how to stop doing those things.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Spinning on the ones and twos. It's Stevie B, the Blastamassa of Acappella Gospel Music.
Coming up next, I got a double play coming your way. Called by God. Called by Acappella ensemble out of Nashville, Tennessee. Their single Clean Heart from their 2019 album For His Purpose. And this album was produced by John Poo Malone. We debuted this album here on this broadcast, episode 134, if you hadn't had a chance to hear that album. And also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That was episode number 32. And that'll be followed by Soul Purpose Acappella out of the state of North Carolina. Various members out of Fayetteville, Winston-Salem, and Greensboro. And their single He's a Wonder from the 2008 album Next Chapter. Enjoy my double play Call Back God in it. And Soul Purpose. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Yeah. Anybody out there need a clean heart? A fresh start? Rock with us on this one. Hey, yeah. Just tired of messing up time after time. Coming to church, going back to the same mess. This song's for you. Danielle, help us out with this one.
Have mercy on me, according to your kindness. Expose my transgression, open up my eyes. I've sinned against you, and I deserve your anger. But I've had a change of heart. I really want to be better. Fill me up, please take me new. From your salvation, I come to you, Lord, as your broken creation. Make me willing to obey. I'll even tell others the things that you say. Fill me up, please make me new. Say
I want to give a shout out to Reginald Brown. He's the supervisor for the Denver Rescue Mission. He lives in Aurora, Colorado. Reginald Brown, Stevie B, wants to give you a shout out.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
This is your dude, West Coast Black, a.k.a. Uncle Black from the West Coast Boys, representing California. Sitting in the lab, the sweatbox, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey y'all, this is Stephanie Booker Wilson of Stephanie Sings Vocal Studio, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B. Boom, boom, baby.
I needed you to reach out and take my hand. Guide me, Lord. Guide me, Lord. Guide me, Lord.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey, this is John Poo Malone, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B.
Hey.
Coming up next, I got a single play coming from my man Orlando Mookie Tisdale out of Huntsville, Alabama. He has a single Acappella Music from his 2015 album, I Gotta Find Jesus. We did an exclusive interview with Orlando on this broadcast, episode 124. That brother Brad, his soul on that show. That was a good show, too. Really enjoyed talking to Orlando. Also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That's episode number 30. Enjoy this single play by Orlando Mookie Tisdale. You guys, Stevie B on the ones then.
La, 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 la. I just can't get enough. La, 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 la. I just can't get enough. Acappella, acappella, no, no, no. I just can't get enough, no, no. Sweet sounding music to my ears. I love this sound that is so free. It gets deep down in my soul, yo. I just can't let it go. La 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 la. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. No. Acappella music. Acappella music. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. This music sounds so good to me. Better than hip hop and R&B. It makes me feel so good. And that's why I love it so much. I just can't get enough. No, I just can't get enough. Oh, that sweet sounding music. Well, I just can't get enough. See when my road gets rough, and when my nights get tough. No, I don't run and hide. I have music that helps me get by. Lord, I wanna thank you so much for sending this sound from above. And I know you're blessing. There's no other music like this. Yeah, acappella music. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That acappella music. I love it so much. Yeah, yeah. Acappella music. The good old music. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. That good old soul sound in my ear. Sometimes it sounds like this right here. Oh, oh, I just can't get enough. Acappella music. Oh, acappella. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You make it your own, make it your own. Acappella music. Hey, hey, hey. I just can't get enough. I know that this music is so take me to another world. The joy it brings, I will never ever leave this sound alone. It lives right here in my soul. That's why I just can't get enough. Oh, 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 I just can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't just can't get enough. No. Acappella music. Well, I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. No. Acappella music. I can't. I just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Acappella music. Just can't get enough. 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 No. Acappella music.
Peace and love, everyone. This is your girl, Genesis Archer from Jacksonville, Florida, and you're listening in to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. At 30,000 feet. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. Baby, it's Friday night, and the mood is right. Stevie B's on the radio. We're gonna play tonight, and if you get too bad, call your friends. 2 hours of music. Come on and tune on in. Stevie B, I'm just hanging with Stevie B.
This your boy Lil Lou from Athens, Alabama, and Diesel Records. Giving a shout out to my man Stevie B with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Every Friday night we get down just like this. These are records, baby.
And if you get too bad, call your friends. 2 hours of music. Come on and tune on in.
Every Friday night
Stevie B's on the radio
with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
These are records, baby.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad to be here in Nashville. Actually, I'm glad to be back in the country. I just finished performing in Africa, which was fun. East Africa, to be exact, a little small town called Detroit. I love Detroit. I got hit by a car there, so I was able to make a little extra money on the side. Because as soon as I got hit, I started rolling on the ground, holding my neck, screaming like my mama told me. I can't see. Is my Lexus okay? The guy that hit me looked down. You don't have a Lexus. I looked up. I do now. Because I need money. I have bill collectors after me as I speak. I got so many bill collectors after me, when they come to my house, they carpool. I hate bill collectors always calling me up trying to get their money back. I'm like, hey man, let's remember you pre-approved me. I knew I didn't have any money. They always call to my house. May I speak to Anthony Griffith? He's not in. When you expect him back? As soon as you hang up? And their latest technique, they like to leave messages on your answer machine like they're your friend. I check my machine, I hear, Griff, what's up? Give a brother a call, man. I'm trying to hook up with you. I'm at 1-800. And I'm born and raised from Chicago. I love Chicago, except New Year's Eve, because Chicagoans like to bring in the new year by shooting their guns off in each other's houses. I was on my grandmother's house one year for New Year's Eve. I counted 20 bullet holes in her window, 10 from my grandmother shooting back. I see you behind that station wagon. Come on down and celebrate. Come on. My grandmother would cap you in a minute. And she's retired now, so that's all she lives for. And our eyesight has gotten bad over the years, so she always thinks someone's trying to break in the house. Every 5 minutes, I see a shadow, put the gun down. But I see a shadow, baby. I know you do. You got cataracts. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Well, cataracts and no cataracts, you still got to protect yourself. Like my late husband always said. What did he always say? Well, whatever it was, he always said it. I miss him. We did everything together. We was married for, Lincoln freed the slaves in 1864. Uncle Cephas married his second cousin in 1912. Chubby Checker came out with a twist and said, we was married for 2 years. That's the only way my grandmother can remember anything. She always has to start with the emancipation of the slaves. It could be simple things like going to the grocery store. Grandma, you need anything at the grocery store? Do I need anything? Let me see. Lincoln freed the slaves, 1864. Chubby Checker came out with a twist. I went to the grocery store on Wednesday. No, I'm good.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I hope you're enjoying the flight tonight on the blast. I'm playing some of the world's greatest acapella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. We're flying 30,000 feet, and I'm dropping bombs everywhere.
Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast.
Coming up next, I got a double play coming your way. Anissa Rebels out of Memphis, Tennessee. She has a new single entitled God's Hand from her 2020 album Stronghold. We debuted that album here on this broadcast. Episode 179, she was on here with her producer, Lewis Cooper from the Zero Records. That was a great show. Really enjoyed talking to them both on this radio show. And that'll be followed by my man Dwayne Pugh and Brad MacArthur, both out of Dallas, Texas. They have a new single entitled God's Music from their 2019 album Life in Music. And we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode 177. Also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That's episode number 37. And also this song is number 13 on my top 20 countdown show for the month of February. Enjoy this double play. Anissa Rebels and Dwayne Pugh and Brad MacArthur. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
God's hand is amazing. everything right. Ease your mind, turn your darkness light. God's hands are strong and mighty. He'll fight your battles still. My God's hands are tender and gentle. He'll hold you up when you cannot stand. He'll give you peace you won't comprehend. Oh, God's hand is amazing. Wipe your weeping eyes. God's hand, so amazing. Only He can. Only He can. Oh, God's hand is amazing. Heal your body, make you whole again. God's hand, so amazing. God can. Only He can. Oh, God's hand will give sight to the blind. When this world of trouble starts to cloud your mind, God's hand will bring you to your knees. When your lustful heart starts to intercede, He'll knock you down till you retreat. God's hand will soothe your soul when you have nothing left of which you can't hold. His hand will never change. You know you can trust in Him. He remains the same. And I'm covered by His love, 'cause I wear His name. Oh, God's hand is amazing. Wipe your weeping eyes. God's hand, so amazing. Only He can. Only He can. Oh, God's hand is amazing. Heal your body, make you whole again. God's hand, so amazing. God can. Only He can.
God is so amazing, He will wipe away your tears. You can count on Him to erase your doubts and fears. My God, so powerful that He can save your soul. My God, He is alive, He'll never leave your side. On Him you can depend, He's got it all in His hands.
I remember Sunday morning, Daddy would turn on the radio, saying I could see the house changing, rearranging, yeah, things shifted. I felt the sun through the clouds of joy, oh yeah, although problems stayed, felt like life would get much better when that music played. I felt it down deep in my soul, the kind of music that cannot be ignored. No, this music, I choose it, 'cause it keeps me going Beyond genre, pick it up under these clouds circumstance. Help you know you got a chance. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Gave a voice to people who had none. Gave hope to people who needed some. I must confess, I think we're better because this music gave us consciousness, yeah. Penetrate down to the core. This word we sing about is sharper than any two-edged sword. And I love the way it feeds my soul. The kind of music that cannot be ignored, no. This music, I choose it, 'cause it keeps me going on. Let us be on genre. To pick you up from under this life circumstance. Let you know you still got a chance. God music, yeah, is remaining. Every day the world keep on changing. Hey. God music, yeah, for the soul sustaining. This music, I choose God music, God music, God music, something bound. This music gets down in my soul, gives me hope. Now I can go on, 'cause it's giving me a brand new song. I'll keep on keeping on. Oh, yeah. Something bound God music. Yeah, bound God music. Beyond genre. Can pick you up from under this life circumstance. Let you know you still have a chance. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, good.
Hey, this is Dwayne Pugh from Dallas, Texas, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Welcome. This is Garrick Edison of the Acappella group One Hope in Christ, straight out of Louisville, Kentucky, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast radio show, and he's dropping bombs. Oh, boom, boom.
Hi, this is Yvonne Gooch, owner of Blazing Crackers, and I am a proud sponsor of Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Blazing Crackers, stay on fire. You need a treat, you're hungry, you need something. So you need a treat, you're hungry, shouting up hungry, need something. Blazing Crackers, B-L-A-Z-I-N Crackers, yeah. B-L-A-Z-I-n Crackers, yeah. B-L-A-Z-I-n Crackers, yeah.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey, this is John Poo Malone, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B. Hey.
Dropping the beat. Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Stevie B's monthly triple spin.
For the month of February, we have been featuring Shance from San Francisco, California. We have 3 singles from her 2018 EP, Shance Acappella, produced by Cornell Clark from San Bernardino, California. And Shance was the 2016 recipient for the Music Video of the Year for her single, In Reverse. And the 3 singles that we've been featuring for this month is the single Promise. I love that song. That'll be followed by Live to Tell the Story. I love that song too. And that'll be followed by In Reverse, which is number 1 on my Top 20 Countdown show for the month of February. Enjoy my monthly triple spin for the month of February.
Stevie B's monthly triple spin.
Oh, you promised me that you would be there for me. You would be there. You told me if trials come away, if I would be still and still obey, you'd show me the way. You promised me, yes you did, that you would be there for me. You would be there. You told me that you would be my guide. In your will, I will abide. You stay by my side. You'll never change. Lord, Lord, you promised me you'd be the same. Be the same. Lord, 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 oh Lord. No, you'll never change. You'll never change. Your love remains the same. Be the same. You promised me, yes you did, that you would be there for me. You would be there. You told me that you would light my path. Never, 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 never will I look back. No. You promised me, yeah, you would be there for me. You would be there for me. You told me that you would keep me from falling. On your name, I'm gonna always be calling. Every second, every minute, every hour. Never change. Never change. Oh. Be the same. Be the same. Be the same as you were yesterday. I'm so grateful for your love. Be the same. It will never change. You told me long, long time ago, you never leave me. You did what you said you would. Said you would. Everything I thought was impossible for me to do, I realized that by a power I could do it. I could. Yeah, yeah. You promised me that you would be there for me. You would be there. You told me that you would change my heart. Your spirit from me will never depart. Oh yeah. You promised me you'll never change. All the circumstances in my life, they keep changing, but your love has been for certain. Oh, your love has always been the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
'cause you are my sole survivor. You are my hiding place. Wherever the chips may fall, you've been my all in all. I'm resting in your embrace. Wasn't always easy to see, but you never let me down. No. Now I know why you keep blessing me, so I'll live to tell the story. I live to tell the story. I live to give you glory. I wanna give you the highest praise. I live to tell the story. Each and every morning, I look up and I see your face. There's no place dark enough to hide us from his love. He shines as a light in the darkest place. No matter your situation, setback or tribulation, look to him and he'll give you grace. It wasn't always easy to see, but he never let me down. No. If you just hold on and believe, you will live to tell the story. I live to tell the story. I live to give you glory. I give you the highest praise. I live to tell the story. Each and every morning, I look up and I see your face. Wasn't always easy to see, but he'll never let me down. No. If you just hold on and believe, he will never let you down, and you will live to tell the story. You'll live to tell the story. I live to tell the story. He'll bring you through the pain and all of the rain. He'll give you strength. I live to tell. You'll make it through. You'll make it over. It will get better. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You'll live to tell the story. Now I'm wondering. Now I'm wondering if your words were true. Contemplating all these things I've been believing, all the promises that were made to me, they now seem like they make believe. I don't believe. Now I'm feeling lost in the wilderness, out in the woods, feeling misunderstood. What happened to those days when you held me close? I'm going in reverse. I'm losing my patience, flowing out of my mind. I'm going in reverse. Yeah. Feels like I'm running out of time. See, I was told that everything would be okay if I stay faithful, say my prayers, and then commit my heart to trust in you. I started by ordering my steps in your way. I be protected, you never. Tomorrow meaning I'll be there. Now nothing's making sense to me. I'm confronted by reality. Did you lie to me, or is there something I'm not understanding? I'm going in reverse. Oh Lord, I'm losing my space and my space and my mind and my mind. Oh, feels like I'm running out of time. Does this confusion really mean that you don't care? I can't feel you, doesn't mean that you're not there. I'm going in reverse. I'm losing my patience, rolling out of my mind. Feel like I'm running. I'm going in reverse. I'm reaching out. I need you, Lord. I need you more than I've ever needed you before. And I know you can heal me. I need you to help me. Help me to move forward. Help me to see you. Help me to reach for you. Show me how to trust you. I need a new perspective. I need direction. I need your protection.
Stevie B's monthly triple spin.
What's up, everybody? This is Bruce.
This is Demario.
This is Cranston. This is Tori.
And this is Jordan.
We are Rain. And you're listening to
Stevie B.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey, this is John Poo Malone, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's your favorite DJ, Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music. Stevie B's Old 100s.
My old 100 feature has been dedicated to my dear sister and friend, the late Yvonne General Connor from Dayton, Ohio. We just want to keep her memory alive on this radio show.
Stevie B's Old 100s.
This week we are featuring in my old 100s the Incited Enchanters out of Newark, New Jersey. Their single Praise His Name from the album You Got to Move, and that'll be followed by the North Bishop Acappella out of Hernando, Mississippi. Their single Build Me a Cabin. I just love this song from their album Free Spirit. Enjoy my old 100s.
Stevie B's Old 100s.
Oh, I woke up early this morning. My heart was beating right on time. I said, Lord, I truly thank you for opening up these eyes of mine. And then I went over to my window, and while looking through the blinds, once again I had to tell him, thank you, Lord, for letting me see another day. Now the sun was shining bright, the wind was blowing not too strong. In a treetop just a few feet away was a robin singing the song. I don't know what he was saying. Pretty soon he was on his way. Who can say he wasn't being grateful and saying thank you for another day? Everybody ought to praise his name.
If a robin can say thank you, you can do it too. You can do it too. Now the sun was shining bright. The wind was blowing not too strong. In a treetop just a few feet away was a robin singing a song. Now I don't know what he was saying, and pretty soon he was on his way. Who can say he wasn't being grateful and saying thank you for another day? Everybody ought to praise his name. Be thankful and praise his name. Everybody ought to praise his name. Oh yeah. If a robin can say thank you, you can do it too. You can do it too. Everybody ought to praise his name. Be thankful and praise his name. Everybody ought to praise his name. Oh yeah. If a robin can say thank you, you can do it too. You can do it too. Everybody ought to praise his name. Come on and let's praise his name. Everybody ought to praise his name. Oh yeah. If a robin can say thank you, you can do it too. You can do it too.
Many years I've been looking for a place to call home, but I failed here to find it, so I must travel on. I don't care if I mention on earth sinking sand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Florida land. Blessed Lord, I'm not asking to live in the mist, for I know I'm not worthy of such splendor as this. But I'm asking for mercy while humbly I stand. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Florida land. Yes, build me just a cabin, daughter, in the corner of Florida land. In the shade of the tree of life that in May ever stand, where I can just hear the angels sing and shake my Jesus' hand. Lord, yes, did build me a cabin in the corner of Florida. Listen, I have many dear loved ones who's gone on this way. On the great white no morning shall I hear them all say, come join in our singing and playing our band. Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Florida land. Oh yes, build me just a cabin, Lord, in the corner of Florida. Oh, in the shade of the tree, life that it may ever stand. Oh, where I can just hear the angels sing and shake my Jesus' hand. Lord, and just build me a cabin in the corner of Florida. Oh, yes, build me just a cabin, Lord, in the corner of Florida. Oh, in the shade of the tree of life that it may ever stand. Oh, where I can just hear the angels sing and shake my Jesus' hand. Lord, Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Florida. Oh, Lord, build me just a cabin in the corner of Florida land. In the shade of the tree of life that it may ever stand. Oh, where I can just hear the angels sing and shake my Jesus' hand. Lord, Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of Florida. glory land. Oh, yes, build me just a cabin, Lord, in the corner of glory land. Oh, in the shade of the tree of life, there it may ever stand. Oh, where I can just hear the angels sing and shake Jesus' hand. Oh, Lord, build me a cabin in the corner of glory land.
This is Cool Debris, and you are listening to Stevie B, the master blaster of Acappella gospel music.
What's going on, everybody? This is Mario McKinnon coming to you from Charlotte, North Carolina, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Y'all keep listening.
For everything he's done, I got to praise the Lord.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey, this is John Poo Malone, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B. Hey.
Yeah.
This your girl, Tony Washington from Journey Acappella, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. At 30,000 feet. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. I'm just hanging with Stevie B. She's a record, baby. It's Friday night, and the mood is right. Stevie B's on the radio. We're gonna pray tonight, and if you get too bad, call your friends to outwork the music. Come on and tune on in. Stevie B, I'm just hanging with Stevie B.
This your boy Lil Lou from Athens, Alabama at Diesel Records. Giving a shout out to my man Stevie B with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Every Friday night we get down just like this. Diesel Records, baby.
And if you get too bad, call your friends to outwork the music. Come on and tune on in.
Every Friday night
Stevie B's on the radio
with the Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Diesel Records, baby.
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
We've been married 32 years, and my father gave me one really wise piece of advice before I got married, and it's held true for 32 years. On my wedding day, my father said to me, before you argue with your new wife, and you're going to argue with her, before you do, take some time, step back, ask yourself two questions. Do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Right. And then he broke down and sobbed right in front of me. I had no idea what that man was talking about. 32 years later, I can tell you this, I'm a happy, happy, happy man. I ain't been right in 12 years now. Sometimes I even have to ask her, am I happy? Oh, you better believe you're happy. Okay. I was just checking with you, Buttercup. I gotta call my friends up. I can't go golfing, but I'm a happy, happy, happy man. And don't get me wrong, we argue. You've got to argue in your marriage. You don't argue in your marriage, it'll build up in your brain over time and fries your brain. Yeah, and then you wind up like those babbling, mumbling couples you've seen in Arizona, Florida. These 50-plus years of marriage, they're kind of walking down the street. The wife is fine. It's the poor husband 8 feet behind her that scares me to death. This poor man's all hunched over, he's vibrating, mumbling. Oh, he's telling me what to do. start telling you what to do. I'm a man. You can't tell. I'm a man. This poor guy's starting to try to win back all the arguments he's been throwing away for 50 years. You know, he was 6'3" when he got married. Now he's 4'1". Look at the poor man. Weighed down by half a century of apathy. Leave a toilet seat up if I want to leave a toilet seat up. Tell me what to do. I hope you sit in the water every night. I don't care. And that's when she turns around. What'd you just say to me? I didn't say nothing to you. Scary. You have to learn how to communicate. That's the word, communication. You have to learn how your spouse communicates. That takes time. Men and women communicate differently. It took me 2 years of marriage to figure out my wife will never tell me to do anything around our home. If Tammy wants me to do something, she'll ask me a question. It's from the question that I got to stand there and figure out what it is she wants me to do. Simple example, say I leave a pair of my underwear in the middle of the bedroom floor, which frosts my wife. That's her word when she's angry. That just frosts me, Jeffrey. If I'm not frosting her, I'm driving her up a wall. That's another one. Kids would come in. Where's Mom? She's up the wall with frostbite. That's all I know. You won't believe what put her there, man. It was that pair of underwear in the middle of the bedroom floor. You're looking at the most powerful piece of cotton on planet Earth. So I leave my underwear in the middle of the room. Would she come to me and say to me, pick those up? That's 3 words. Hey, pick those up. 3 words! Would she say no? Because that would be simple, direct, and right to the point. And at that moment, we would be communicating at the highest human level. The way God, the Creator, intended it, through language. She looks at me, looks at my underwear, and then asks, are those yours? I sure hope they are, otherwise I got a few questions of my own. What do you want? That's the only question a man has for his wife. What do you want? Quit talking in code and tell me what you want. My favorite question, we weren't married 2 months. I'm leaving the house. I got golf clubs on my shoulder, got golf shoes in my hand, and everybody knows what she asked me. Where are you going? I was only married a couple months. I didn't know any better. I looked at I'm going bowling, Columbo. What do you mean? If you're taking notes, that would be the wrong answer. An hour later, I was still in my living room. Come on, tell me, what is this about? Please, let me know. Please. I can make the back 9. Just let me know. It's about knowing the right answer. That's why your beautiful, intelligent wife would ask such a banal question. I know better today. If I'm leaving the house with golf clubs on my shoulder today and Tammy says, where are you going? We'll put these in the car, baby. I'm going to come back and mow our lawn. That's yeah. Just practicing leaving for golf.
Hey, did you know that Dry Bar Comedy has their own app? You can download it right now to watch
Stevie B's Funny Bones.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I hope you're enjoying the flight tonight on the blast. I'm playing some of the world's greatest a cappella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. We're flying 30,000 feet, and I'm dropping bombs everywhere.
Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
We are dedicating this feature to my dear sister and friend, the late Linda Dilly from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Linda was a part of my staff here with Stevie B's media production. She wrote all the questions for the artists that we interviewed here on this broadcast. She was on my staff from 2016 to June of 2021, and we just want to keep her memory alive on this radio show.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
This week we are featuring the Acappella vocal band from Nashville, Tennessee. I have a single from the 1990 album Song of My Soul. Enjoy my song of the week entitled The Victim. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Many criminals and one crime, one verdict, do some time, and I said one ruling to each one victim known as the Son of God, Jesus, Emmanuel, became a man to pay my bail, and I said the Prince of Peace and the King of Kings, he taught me how to stop doing those things. He came to me in my cage. He came in love in the midst of my rage, and I said he opened up the door to my cell and gained a victory over the gates of hell. And I said, God, Jesus, Emmanuel, became a man to pay my bail, and I said, the Prince of Peace and the King of Kings, he taught me how to stop doing those things. Glory, glory, Jesus, you lose the chains from me. And when you died upon the cross, the wage of sin was then made free. Oh, you've taken the torture and the punishment that was mine, and you became the victim of my crime. The Son of God, Jesus, Emmanuel, became a man to pay my bail, and I said, the Prince of Peace and the King of Kings, he taught me how to stop doing those things. He taught me how to stop doing those things. He taught me how to stop doing those things.
Stevie B's Song of the Week.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Taking you back to the old school. Stevie B, the Blaster Master of Acappella Gospel Music.
Coming up next, I got a double play coming your way. Southside Singers and committed Acappella chorus out of Rogersville, Alabama. They have a new single entitled He Loved Me So. You're going to love this song. Brian Malone, he was the co-director. He is the co-director for the committed Acappella chorus. He was on this broadcast a few weeks ago, episode 246. Really enjoyed talking to Brian on that broadcast. And that'll be followed by my power group, Straight Company, out of Louisville, Kentucky. They have a new single, and I'll Go, from their 2020 album, AMG, Amazing Magnificent God League. And we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode 181. And this album has 2 CDs, a 2 CD box set with 21 tracks. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 21 tracks. It's a lot of great music on this CD from Straight Company. I think you'll really enjoy what you're hearing from them. It took them 10 years to produce this album, too. And this song, and some of the members that I had on that show, that's what I wanted to say. Some of the members that I had on that show when we debuted the album from Straight Company was J. Walk the Rose, Gunsmithy, and E-Sage, and D-Blow. That was a great show. Enjoy my double play, Commit Acappella Chorus and Southside Singers, and Straight Company. You got Stevie B on the ones and twos.
I'll go to every nation. I'm gonna of your ways. Sinners shall be converted unto thee. I'll go to every nation. I'll go. Lord, I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna teach those transgressors on your ways. Lord, you know and every sinner shall be converted unto thee.
Y'all, I'm not about to give it up. My reward's kinda looking like it's overdue. And I'm not about to be distracted from the evil that I'm catching on the evening news. So I packed my bags and caught my flight, and I'm cruising at an altitude. Cause I fly high above this mess. See, I got a few things to do. I'm gonna go. I'll go. I gotta go. I'll go. Yes, I do. Teach them transgressors all of your ways. Sinners shall be converted unto thee. Sinners shall be converted unto thee. I'll go. I will teach them transgressors all of your ways. Transgressors all of your ways shall be converted unto thee. Convert all them sinners unto thee. I would never take a trip into the world. I'm taking Jesus with me. It's like I'm floating on the ocean without a paddle. I'm taking Jesus with me. I won't go if they don't know. I'm representing with the shield of faith. I defy the foe because I know the one who's with me. I'll go. Yes, I'll go. I'll go. I'm gonna teach them transgressors all of your ways. Sinners shall be converted unto thee. Can't explain why it took me so long for the life of me. Even though I knew that I was wrong, I lost so much time, but I made up my mind. Tell me what to do anyway for you. Come on, go. What you want me to do? I know what I gotta do. I don't mind. I'll go. Do whatever you want me to do. I will go. I'll go. If you need somebody, tell them I'm on my way. I'll go. I heard Jesus say, I just wanna be. Tell them what I said. I stand ready, call on me. I know what I got to do. I know what I've got to do. Gotta go. Don't matter where you send me now. I'll go. I'll go. I'll go. Call on me, Jesus. I'll go without hesitation. Just come on with me. I'll go. Let me hear that. Anywhere you sit them, reach them, just seek them. I'll go. On the New York City. Here I am, send me. I'll go. The Lord, need a word. And there's no rest, don't matter. I wanna give him my best. Tennessee. I'll go. Come on, y'all go. Coming for ya. 'Cause it ain't about me, Lord. We're on our way. In Africa, in Africa, boy.
I know the one we coming. I'll go. Bermuda? Da-da-da. Puerto Rico. Gonna be alright. We've been to New Mexico. Mm-hmm. Sure have.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to do this tonight. I got a public service announcement that I need to make. I was just informed on social media that there is someone using my profile and my pictures asking women for $1,500 to get a passport. And supposedly I'm still in the Army and I'm trying to buy a passport to get back to the United States. So if you see anybody out there doing anything like that, using my images on social media, asking people for money like that, please report them to your local authorities, because that's not me, okay? I don't normally do that, but I just thought I need to say that because I was just sent this message while that song was playing. Thank you so much.
What's going on, everybody? It's your brother in Christ, Cornelius the Strong Edwards, all the way from Galveston, Texas, better known as Paradise Island. And you're now listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast. Enjoy and be blessed in God's endless mercy. Agape. Strong.
Hey, this is Crystal Stevenson from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Hey, this is Amber Baldwin from Greensboro, North Carolina.
This is Dodge Burnett coming from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, this is Teray Mack out of Jacksonville, Florida, representing Duval. We are the one and only Testament Acappella, and you're listening to Stevie B's Acappella Music Blast.
With you is where I want to be. Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Hey, this is John Poo Malone, and you're listening to the Acappella Gospel Music Blast with Stevie B. Hey.
Yeah.
We have a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
They don't need anything else.
Hello, caller. Are you there? Hello, caller. Are you there, caller? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to bring this big iron bird on down to the ground. According to the clock on the wall, that's what I need to do. Got this big iron bird safely on the ground. This is the part of the show where I have to say good night. I got to go. I really enjoy playing these inspirational songs and tickling your funny bone. I want to thank my listeners for riding with me on the blast tonight.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot deny what you hear on the blast on a Friday night. I'm playing some of the world's greatest acapella gospel music artists, the sweet sounds of voices. But I want to thank most of all the God of heaven, through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for allowing me the privilege, and it is indeed a privilege, to spend this time with you on a Friday night. So until we meet again, may God continue to bless your lives, and may He bless you real good. You've been listening to Stevie B's Acapella Gospel Music Blast.
Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast.
I have two singles that's going to take us on off the show tonight. My man, Anthony Tony Carter from Chi-Town, Chicago, Illinois. He has a new single, Give Me a Song. You're going to love this song. Now, this is Anthony's quote, and I need to put this at the start of my show. No, he's not talking about me. He's talking about himself. But Anthony said that he is one of the best kept secrets in Chicago. That's what he said when he was on the broadcast. Really enjoyed talking to Anthony on this show. Now, this single is coming from his 2020 album, My All, and we debuted that album here on this broadcast, episode 188. And I also did a recorded version of that live show here on Blog Talk Radio. That was episode number 39. And that'll be followed by Testament Acappella Ensemble. And this group is out of the state of Florida, and there's a few members out of Greensboro and Charlotte, I do believe. And this new single that they have is entitled I Love You Forever. Now, this is what they told me when they was on the show with me. We did an interview with them, episode 119. Listen to what they said when they recorded this song. They said they recorded this song because they all spread it out. One's in Florida, and one's in Greensboro and Charlotte. I think two in Greensboro and one in Charlotte. But they recorded the song, ladies and gentlemen, over the telephone. Can you believe that? Well, with the new technology and all these apps that we have now, the technology is enabling these artists now to record this music over the telephone. Now, that just blew me away. So when I had some of the other artists on the show, and I told them about this concept that was actually going on because of this technology, and, you know, a lot of people are in studios and whatnot, and maybe this will help now with some of the recording due to this pandemic that we're in right now, and it'll help some of the recording that the artists can do now. They can do it over the telephone. I didn't know they could do it that way, but this single by Testament Acappella Ensemble was recorded over the telephone. So when you hear this now, just think about that it's being done over the phone. So this is just amazing to me that the technology is allowing artists to even do it this way. So you're going to love this song by Testament Acappella Ensemble, I Love You Forever. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hit you with three pieces before I get up out of here, because it's time for me to go. Peace, peace, peace. And I'll see you, Lord say so, on the other side. Good night, everybody. I'm Stevie B, and I'm out.
Give me a song to sing like Jesus. When I am face to face with my storm, give me the voice to work when my enemies at my table. In the midst of my trials, Lord, give me a song. Give me a song to sing, Lord, like Jesus. When I am faced, Lord, I'm faced to face with my soul. Hey, and I need Bible. Give me the voice. Lord, I need the word. Well, to say to the enemies at my table. In the midst of my trial. Lord, please won't you give me a song. Ooh, look at my Jesus. He's sitting at the table, my Lord, yeah. And old Judas, he had just left to betray. Before going to the garden, Gethsemane, Jesus called for a song. In the midst of my trials, help me to do the same. Father, please give me a song to sing. Hey, just like Jesus. Lord, I am faith. When I am faith. Lord,
songs have a way of lifting heavy loads. Don't they, brother? So next time you face with your soul, take a dip from my Jesus and see, and look for the comfort that it brings. Father, please, I need to sing a special song. Seem like every time I turn around, I find myself face to face with a storm. So I need my forgive me, help me know the right word to say to the enemy sitting right at the table. In the midst of my heart is breaking. Lord, help me see when I'm in the middle my mind is heavy burden, but help me to sing, Lord, in the middle of my Lord, I need a song like Jesus in the midst when I'm in the middle, Lord,
I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever, Lord. We sing, I love you, we love you forever. I love you ever. I love you, Jesus, Lord. I bless your name, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. You are the only one that can save me, the only one that can deliver me, the only one that can heal me, and we give you glory to God. Right now, Jesus, I lift up my
You've been listening to Stevie B's Acappella Gospel Music Blast, episode 252.
Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast. Stevie B, Gospel Blast.